Hi there, Zam here for No Budget Productions and NerdTube. I'm going to be going solo on this reaction video I'm doing right now. It's called Captain America versus the TVA. It's a comedy. Let's get it on.
Alright, Steve. You've socked Hitler in the jaw over 200 times. You should be able to bludgeon baby Hitler with a magic hammer one time.
Lovely.
Oh boy. This was a lot easier when he had the mustache. Okay, here we go. 1, 2...
Steve Rogers, on behalf of the Time Variance Authority, I place you under arrest for crimes against the sacred timeline.
I'm sorry, you're with the who what now?
Take him in for processing.
Lovely.
Wait, this is about that parking ticket, I swear!
He's able to manhandle Steve Rogers.
Phew.
Fair enough.
Thought they'd never leave.
Oh, nice. And
Rogers
Deadpool's left with baby Hitler.
58008. You are hereby charged with sequence violation 7654. How do you plead?
7654.
I'm sorry, ma'am, that was quite a few numbers you rattled off there. What's going on?
You almost caused a Nexus event by trying to kill Hitler before his scheduled death. So, per TVA procedure, you will be tried, and if found guilty, you will be pruned, along with a variant timeline.
So if I'm found guilty, I'm...
Erased from existence.
Lovely.
Oh, very fun. Just by chance, has anyone ever been found innocent?
No, never.
Interesting. Well, at the risk of jeopardizing my own existence, wouldn't it make more sense to just erase the entire timeline immediately instead of wasting a bunch of time and manpower hauling people in here for a mock trial? Seems incredibly inefficient and kind of dumb.
Well, Captain Rogers, I don't make the rules. I just enforce the will of the timekeepers.
Ah, yes, the three dudes from the moving picture with the, robes.
They are far more than that. The timekeepers are all-knowing, benevolent beings who protect and preserve the sacred timeline for all life in the universe.
Okay, sure. Sorry, I'm just trying to wrap my head around this. So, the beings who control the flow of time were cool with us hopscotching around the past to collect the Infinity Stones and defeat Thanos in order to save a ton of lives, but they're not cool with me going to the past and killing an admittedly adorable baby Hitler in order to save a ton of lives.
Precisely. See, when you dealt with Thanos, you returned all of the stones, thereby closing off all the variant timelines. Well, except for one, which we are dealing with. But if you were to kill Hitler as a baby, you would be creating an entirely new timeline well outside the boundaries of the sacred timeline.
Okay. Well, how about a compromise? I'll go back and get all the Infinity Stones, and then use the gauntlet to bring back everyone Hitler killed in the present. Boom! Everybody wins. Except, Hitler.
Look, Captain Rogers, as tragic as it is, Hitler's rise to power and subsequent atrocities are meant to happen. They're written into the sacred timeline, as decreed by the timekeepers. Thanos winning, on the other hand, was not. Which is why the timekeepers allowed the Avengers to travel through time.
If that's the case, then why didn't the timekeepers and all of their wisdom and power just erase all the timelines where Thanos collects the stones and use the one where he doesn't instead? Sure would have saved us a lot of trouble. And Hawkeye had a terrible haircut. By the way, if this timeline is so sacred and perfect, then how come the timekeepers allow something like the Holocaust to happen in the first place if they could change it with relative ease? And how come certain things are allowed to be changed but others are locked in time? None of this sounds like the will of wise, benevolent beings. It sounds like the whims of a madman or a conqueror or something.
Well,
Said.
The timekeepers work in mysterious ways.
Mysterious mind, and by proxy America's ass.
Okay, that's enough. Look, I may not know the intricacies of the timekeepers' plans, but it doesn't matter, because I don't need to know. And I don't need to know because while the inner workings of the timekeepers are still a mystery, their goal is crystal clear. Stop the multiverse from existing so that we can prevent the multiversal war. As long as Nexus events are pruned and there is a single sacred timeline, the multiverse can never exist.
Except the multiverse definitely does exist.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, it totally exists. My recent work acquaintance, Doctor Strange, and his buddies draw their magical energy from the multiverse. And if they have these magical powers, which, believe me, they do, it means the multiverse has to exist. And if the multiverse does exist on this supposedly sacred timeline, that means that the TVA fails. Maybe you haven't failed yet. Guessing time works a little differently here or something, but at some point on your timeline, the multiverse will be created. And that means that there was nothing that you could, or more importantly, did do to prevent it. And if the TVA is a failure, then this whole endeavor is entirely pointless. All you're doing is jumping around through time, committing insane, random acts of cruelty for absolutely no reason.
Oh.
Language, but yeah.
Okay, Yes. Thank you very much for your insights, Captain Rogers. You have given the court lots of things to deliberate on. But in the interest of time, as we have another upcoming Loki variant trial scheduled, I've decided to throw out your case.
Oh, goody! So I can kill Hitler then?
Well, no, you cannot kill Hitler, and you know too much to be sent back to your present. So, I propose we send you back to the 40s, so you can live out the rest of your natural existence with your beloved Peggy Carter.
Well, you lost me with the can't kill Hitler part, but then you turned it around in the end with the whole Peggy bit, so I accept.
Just be sure not to create any other Nexus events.
Absolutely. I promise you will neither see nor hear from me again, unless Disney needs a little box office boost. I mean, unless the Avengers need my help.
God, I hate Mondays.
Technically, it's both always and never Monday here.
Oh, shut the up, Carl.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. We want to give a big shout out to Green Chef for sponsoring this video.
What the hell?
Green Chef is a USDA certified...
Let's not talk about Green Chef anymore. Yeah, it started interestingly, and then it stayed in court for a bit too long, and I kind of lost Steve Rogers' reasoning. Don't get me wrong, I still agree with him most of the way, but some of the things got a bit confusing for me. You know, time travel and all that sort of stuff. It makes you, it really does. Anyways, let me know what you think. I think this was an okay fan film. Let me just quickly minimize this. It's got 263,000 views, but this YouTube channel has almost 3 million subscribers. Not bad, I guess. Anyway, let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. I'll see you cunts later. And don't forget to not only subscribe to No Budget Productions, but also to NerdTube. We are the greatest. The greatest. Look for that fucking logo, you cunts. See that logo? Look for that shit. We are the greatest YouTube channel you've never heard of. Bye-bye.